All right, this is the final part. I have 31 and a half minutes on my phone. I'll talk for 30 minutes here, and I will what? I'll watch my show on my TV before you guys watch it, obviously, and I'll go to bed, set my alarm for 6, around there. I'll work on my book with my younger stepbrother, and I'll I'll try to make my video around 8 o'clock today. So that way I can make a nice 1 hour video. I can make a nice 1 hour, 50-minute video to later on today. That's pretty good. Whereas yesterday I only made a 30-minute video because I ran out of time. Today I'll do my best to try and make at least a 1 hour and 50-minute video for you guys so we enjoy my series, obviously. And you better enjoy the series Wife So Cannibal, because once I'm kidding, I'm piecing out my wife and I'm taking off the throne with her. I'm not going to take my time making videos for you. I'm going to live my life and you can live your life. You're going to be left behind. You're not going to be saved. I keep saying that. While I experienced that international fame for my book and my movie and me and Vijay's relationship, you guys are left out of that and you're not saved. You get what you deserve, man. You made me pay to be my wife. You're also going to pay too. If you think for 1 second I'm going to make videos for you on my Sidewalks channel and have you guys act like I watch myself and act like I'm crazy. Ivan has no one's there. Ivan has no views, I'm saying. And secretly behind the scenes you watch my videos, obviously. And at the same time, you what? You what? You make fun of me about the mess. Yeah, Ivan has no idea what happened to those men. They fucked the shit out of his wife. Yes, if you think you like me, do if you think I'm gonna let you do it like that, have all those Hollywood men brag about me. I'm fucking my wife. Obviously, I'm also gonna brag and rub in your face too. Haha, the world's left behind. Me and Vijay are living the billionaire life, and we're living this life. We're experiencing the fame and glory of the world. Obviously, the world fame, and the world's left out of our glory. Yeah, you're left out. You're banned from my glory. You're not saved. As you guys obviously make fun of the mess. Yeah, Ivan has no idea what happened to all those men. They fucked the shit out of his wife, man. They took off all their clothes and they fucked hard. Yes, you make fun of me, obviously. Yeah, Vijay had lovers. Vijay's not Ivan's only love. Yeah, because Vijay's fucking stupid, obviously. She pisses me off. And what? I'm also going to rub in your face while I'm king. I'm going to make fun of you too. We're living forever in this world and you're all going to die in 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. And me and Vijay will live forever in this world. Yeah, peace out. And we're going to experience that fame. A worldwide fame and live the billionaire life and you're left on my glory. Yeah, you get what you deserve, man. You made me pay. It's fair. This is a fair deal world. You made God pay to be with his wife, all because you're envious of his nature and his beauty and his wealth. You're also going to pay too. When I'm king, you're left behind. You're not saved. You're banned from my glory. And I want to keep saying this. Even though I'm going to save Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson or the Zane's actors and Lord of the Rings crewmen, none of you guys know, after the Zane's movie project is over, you're also going to get what you deserve. You're going to go back to Hollywood making less money and being left behind and being a dirty slave. You get what you deserve, man. As the Lord of the Rings crewmen are also going to beg too. Ivan, why don't you just hire us as your full-time crewman for all your movies, Ivan? I'm like, because you guys are not good for the other movies. I'm not going to hire fucking Lord of the Rings crewmen for fucking Grayscape movie. You're not good for that movie. Ivan, please, man, just resign. I'm like, guys, I don't need 1,500 crewmen for the Grayscape. I only need like 600, 700 crewmen for the Grayscape. And it's half you guys will not be hired. At the same time, you guys are not good for that movie. You're contractors. You were good for Zanus. You were perfect for Zanus. You're not good for the Grayscape movie. And some of the crewmen are going to beg their asses off. Some might even cry because they were saved. And I paid them a rich salary. Like, Ivan, man, if I go back to Hollywood, they might just, Ivan, if I go back to Hollywood, I'm going to make... Ivan, if I go back to Hollywood... I'm going to make that... Hollywood's going to pay us our fucking shitty money, Ivan. Our peanuts. We're going to make our $30,000. They're not going to fucking have a luxury hotel party like you. They're not going to give us a $2,000 gift card. They're not going to give us a luxury buffet. They're not going to give us 3 beers once a week. They're not going to have once-a-month parties, Ivan. Hollywood's fucking cheap compared to your company, Ivan. I just want to work for you, Ivan. Because they know they're never going to make this money for any other company. As Hollywood is cheap, Hollywood's going to pay the crewmen $30K for their movies. Which is shitty money, man. You can't do much with that money. It's enough to feed your family for maybe a couple months and that's it, man. Whereas $150K, man... That's enough to feed your family for a year and a half. The crewmen know as long as they work for me, they have a stable income. Ivan, as long as I work for you, I'll have a stable income for my family, man. I can feed my family. I can go on a vacation with my family. I can pay my mortgage. I can buy my nice car. You know what I'm saying? I can buy my nice clothes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Take my family to a nice dinner. Yeah, man. They know what? They know with that money, they're going to what? They can live a good life. Hence why the Lord of the Rings crewmen are also going to beg too. My guys, you can beg all you want. You're not good for the Grayscape movie. Peter Jackson can beg all he wants. After my Zane's movie, he's gonna go back to Hollywood and he's gonna get what he deserves too. He's gonna go back to being left behind and being the side attention. Yeah, Peter will get offered a lot of roles. They'll throw him $200 million movie offers. You know what I'm saying? $150 million budget movie offers, obviously. $200 million budget movie offers. $150 million budget movie offers, but Peter Jackson would rather work for me because he knows, and they might throw Peter on maybe an $80 million deal for the movie for each of his movies. Still not the kind of money I paid him, obviously. Peter will pay you, I don't know, will pay you $30 million and will give you like a piece of the profits. You know what I'm saying? They might give him maybe $30 million worth of the profits and he makes like $60 million. A lot of money, but not the kind of money he made for my movies. You know what I'm saying? That's why people beg, Ivan, can I be in your next, can I direct your next movie, Ivan? I'm like, no, Peter. You're not good for the greatest movie. Ivan, please, man, I can't stand Hollywood, man. I don't want to go back to Hollywood, man. Your company's so much better than Hollywood, man. Hollywood's not going to fucking spoil me the way you did. You know what I'm saying? Like staying at suites, limo driver, partying up my condo, my $300 million condo, my nice luxury yacht. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood is not as high tech as my company, like $9 million budget. I gave Peter unlimited, but yeah, Hollywood won't give me an unlimited budget like you did, Ivan. I'm gonna go back to that shitty $100 million budget for my fucking movies. Yeah, you know and Peter also knows when he goes back to Hollywood, he's gonna be a dirty slave. And Hollywood's not gonna pay Peter his free millions. No, man. We live in a wicked world. If you want to make your millions in this world, you have to pay for it. That's how it works. Yeah, man. Except for Ivan O'Meara and Victoria Justice are the only two businessmen who are clean. Whereas the actors make their free money. They don't have to pay some bullshit price to make their money. No. It's not hard to be clean. I pay you your free millions. All I ask is that you work hard for me, obviously. And then because I gave them their freedom and I paid them their millions, they're going to work triple harder for me than what they did in Hollywood. They're all going to destroy the role. The crewmen are going to work double harder for me than what they did in Lord of the Rings. That's why you're looking at better sets. Weta Digital work harder for me. Because in Hollywood, the crewmen on Weta Digital probably make... When Peter Jackson owns Weta Digital Company, he probably paid his guys like $50K around there. Because Peter does not have the keys like me. He can't afford to pay them their $170,000 each. Whereas Ivan paid all the Weta Workshop guys $170,000. They all got a nice like $100,000 check in their bank after taxes. They can feed their families for a good year and a half with that money, man. Buy a nice used $20,000 car, go on nice vacations with their family. You know what I'm saying? They can get a nice flat screen TV, a nice theater system, a nice 4K Blu-ray player. They can do good things. And I gave them a $2,000 gift card. They're going to work harder for me, obviously. And I spoiled them with buffet during post-production. Yeah, the guys at Weta Workshop, the supervisors and the assistants, obviously, they're all going to work harder for my movie because I pay those guys more money. I paid the supervisor at Weta Workshop, I don't know, $70,000. In Hollywood, he probably makes maybe $75K, $100K maybe he makes. Because Weta Workshop is a big company, the supervisor probably makes maybe $100K maybe. $125 maybe. $150. I paid him $270, more than what he makes for Hollywood. And all the other assistants make like $40K in Hollywood. $30K in Hollywood, obviously. For my movie, I paid them $150K each. They're all going to work harder for me. And hence you're going to get better set building than what you even got for Lord of the Rings. If you thought the Lord of the Rings sets were nice, think of sets better than that. The crewmen are going to build better sets than that because I paid them more money. They're going to work harder for me. If you thought the cinematography in Lord of the Rings was beautiful, think of more beautiful cinematography for Zanus. Because I paid all the assistant cameramen their nice $170,000. And the main four guys, I'm going to have four main guys, they're $2 million each. If you pay the cinematographers $2 million, they're going to work hard. You're going to get nice shots, man. Nice camera angles, nice camera shots for your movie, man. Beautiful cinematography, yeah. You want to get beautiful cinematography, pay your cinematographers a lot of money. The assistants $170,000 and the four main guys. I'll have four main cameras for the main scenes. Okay, Peter, for all the main scenes, I want to film it with 4 camera angles. Minimum. 4 camera angles minimum or more. Some scenes I might have 6. I'll have high shots. Other scenes I'll have 4 camera. I'll hire 4 main cameramen. They're going to be my main guys, and they'll pay them the $2 million. And all the other guys, the assistants, you pay them their nice $170,000. The way they work hard for you, you get beautiful cinematography for your movie. I won't get Lars appearing out of nowhere like you got for what? Think about it. Peter Jackson, he owned Weta Digital, obviously. So when Peter Jackson did Lord of the Rings, he already owned his Weta Digital company, and he used his Weta Digital company. He used some of the money from the budget, obviously, to build his Weta Digital company, obviously. And what? For the special effects, obviously, and what? Right? And what? The $90 million that went towards the movie, Peter Jackson obviously used some of that money towards his special effects for his Weta Digital company, obviously. And you got the Lars appearing out of nowhere, hence you got the Lars appearing out of nowhere in Two Towers. Why? Because the special effects team slacked off more. They didn't work as hard, obviously. Think about it, like that's a plot hole, man. You saw the Orc army, they didn't carry any Lars, and all of a sudden when they approach the walls, you see Lars appearing out of nowhere, man. Why? Because they slacked off more, obviously. They didn't work as hard for Peter because they didn't get it. They got paid their shittier money, obviously. They got paid their $40K, $50K. You know what I'm saying? $40,000, which is $40,000 isn't that great of a paycheck, man. It's a shitty paycheck. Whereas $170,000 is a nice paycheck for a special effects VFX artist or an editor or a sound mixing editor. You know what I'm saying, yeah. All the departments, all the 10, 12 departments who are working in my building for What It Is are going to work their asses off. You're going to get better special effects what you even got for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. As a Hobbit, I caught a few cheesy special effects. Why? Because the special effects team, they slack off more, obviously. Think about The Hobbit, they put $645 million towards the 3 movies, and yet you still caught cheesy special effects. Why? Because the special effects team slacked off. That one scene when Gandalf talks to the elf, he's like, the orcs are coming, you know what I'm saying? And the elf is like, the king elf is like, you can't reason with dwarves. And you got to see when you see the shot, you see the shot of the city, obviously, the city of gold, where Thor and all them are, obviously, and you can tell that one CGI shot looked a little cheesy. It looked a little bit like a projecting image. It was bad CGI, yeah, because the special effects team slacked off more, obviously, because they got their shitty. Hollywood puts pressure on them, obviously, and they got paid their shitty 40, 50K. If you pay them 50K, they're going to work hard for you, obviously, but they're not going to work as hard as they're doing blood, sweat, and tears for peanuts. If you pay them a lot of money, they're going to work double hard for you. They're going to work double hard for you because they're doing blood, sweat, and tears, but they know they're going to get that nice like $100,000 after taxes check. Yeah, after we finished post-production for a good 7.5 months for Ivan Zane's movie, we're going to get a nice $100,000 check in our bank, obviously. And Ivan gave us a $2,000 gift card. You know what I'm saying? And we also know after post-production's finished, and we send Amazon the file to be burned onto the 4K Blu-ray disc for the world, obviously, to ship to the world, obviously. Ivan's going to host a 2-day red carpet event, a 1-day red carpet event, and 2-day luxury hotel party event at the luxurious Virgin Islands Resort. He's going to fly us all privately down there. Yeah, they're going to work hard for me. I'm giving them once-a-month parties. The special effects team, I'm going to give them once-a-month parties. For what? I'm going to give them once-a-month parties for what? For during post-production. So Peter Jackson is a part of post-production of Mel Gibson. They'll be a part of the once-a-month parties with What It Is. And Peter Jackson knows all those guys. He owned the company. Yeah, I know all the guys. I used to own this company. I sold it. Yeah. Hence why he's perfect, Zanus. Because he knows all the What It Is guys who are going to do the special effects for my company, obviously. I could hire ILM, but ILM is a Star Wars man. Hence why I'm not hiring ILM. ILM might want to work for me for my Zanus, my guys. You're not good for Zanus, man. You guys are all into CGI. Full-on CGI digital for Star Wars. Zayans is not like that. What Digital is better for what? For Zayans, they did Lord of the Rings. They did the original Lord of the Rings. That's why they're better for my movie, obviously. What Digital is not as big as ILM, but ILM What Digital is big, man. Peter Jackson sold it for hundreds of millions of dollars, man. It's a big company, man. He grew his special effects team company to a big company, and he sold it for like $600 million, Peter Jackson, to another company, obviously. And I believe What Digital is involved in Rings of Power 2. What Worship and What Digital are also working on Rings of Power 2, I believe. But I'm going to tell the people What Worship, guys, I do not want that computery look for my movie. Make the world look as natural as you can, but mix in the CGI effect to make the world look amazing. You guys get what I'm saying? Yeah, I get what you're saying. Guys, please. I don't want that Rings of Power look and that Hobbit look. I want the natural for like Lord of the Rings, like you got for Helm's Deep. Tell them out there what they know, like you got for Helm's Deep when you worked on Lord of the Rings, the originals, like you got for The Shire, like you got for Rohan, like you got for Rivendell. Have the world look natural like that. But it'll look really amazing better than Pandora because I'm pouring $400 for special. I have no worry about it. And guys, for the war, I want something better than Lord of the Rings. Something better than even Helm's Deep. I have no worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll work hard for me. They're going to work hard for me because I paid them more money. They're going to work harder for me than what they did for Lord of the Rings. And I'm feeding them luxury food during post-production. Their burgers, their poutine, you know what I'm saying? Their fried rice, their chicken wings, their ribs, their pizza, their chicken balls, their nice salad. I'm giving them all-you-can-drink vending machine. But I'm going to make sure the chefs don't overcook the food. Hey, have a buffet for the I don't know, for the 40 team, 50 team of people. You're probably looking at a good 40 team for the 40 people, but don't cook so much food. I'm going to make sure my team does not make. I'm going to make sure me and Peter Jackson don't over order on food. Okay, after post-production's finished, I'm gonna need some leftover food for what? For post production. Okay, Ivan, how much people will be working? I don't know, about 40 people are gonna be working. A 40 team. Okay, Ivan, you only need to order this amount of food. Everyone's gonna eat on average 2.5 plates. You only need to order this small amount of food for them. Obviously. And Peter Jackson will also be eating the buffet food too. So he'll be eating the same food that he's been eating for the past like 2 years. Yeah, Ivan, I don't mind if I eat the same food. You know, I'm not tired of the food, Ivan. The food's fucking delicious, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The food's fucking delicious, obviously. Because Peter Jackson will most likely stay for post-production. You need to, as an executive producer and director, he has to stay. And you can have Guillermo del Toro check in on us like once a month. You can fly in Guillermo del Toro once a month, have him check in on the special effects if you want. Because considering he's your assistant director, you can have him watch a little bit of production if you want, Guillermo del Toro, for your movie. Obviously. Yeah, Peter Jackson will be what? We'll be watching post-production, obviously, for the remaining. I don't know, after we go on the world tour, me, VJ, will watch the rest of post-production, obviously. And then Peter will watch the rest of post-production. For the remaining, 4.5 months, we'll be watching post-production. You're probably looking at a good 7.5 months of post-production for. Okay, guys, I don't want to rush you. Be honest with me. How long will it take you to edit the three movies? Be honest, guys. I don't even mind waiting 9 months. Just tell me. Let me know, that way I can let Virgin Talk Resort know, and we can postpone the date of the party, and I'll postpone the release date of the movie, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Guys, be honest. How long? Oh, I have no. Take us a good 8 months. Okay. In 2 weeks after the 8 months, I will let Virgin Talk Resort know, and we'll host the red carpet event and a 2D electoral talk party. And the journey ends after that, obviously, for the whole crew and everyone else. You see what I'm saying? The journey ends, obviously. The journey ends. The journey ends, obviously. The journey ends. Obviously. That's why everyone's gonna beg. Even What If Digital's gonna beg me, Ivan, like, can I just work full time for you? Because they know they're never gonna make this money in Hollywood. Ivan, man, can I just work full time for you, Ivan? You know what I'm saying? Like, Ivan, What If Digital, I think they did what? Yeah, for What If Digital to work full time for me, I'm gonna have to buy the rights off the company that Peter Jackson sold the company to, obviously, which I'm not gonna do, obviously, right? Which I'm not gonna do, obviously. So for me to have What If Digital work for my movie, I'm gonna have to pay the company that owns them a fee. I think I know. I don't think I have to. It's like a licensing thing, right? They're contractors. I won't have to pay a fee for What If Digital. I don't think so. Obviously. Yeah, man. Hence why what? Hence why you gotta be what? You gotta be what? Yeah. But What If Digital will guarantee, be like, Ivan, man, can we work on your next movie, Ivan? Ivan, why don't you just hire... What If Works with Ivan, can we work on your Great Escape? We're like, no, guys, you're not good for the Great Escape movie. The Great Escape movie is a secret agent movie in the modern times. You're not good for the Great Escape movie. I don't need armor. I don't need weapons for fucking the Great Escape movie. For the Great Escape movie, I'm going to have guns and that's it. Guns and cartoon scenes, and that's it. Right? Yeah, man. Yeah, but What If Workshop might what? They might be like, oh, What If Workshop, what? There's Ivan, man, like, why don't you just hire us as your full-time employees, Ivan? I'm like, no, guys. You're not good for the Great Escape movie. You guys are contractors. You're good for Zanes. You're not good for the Great Escape movie. Hire them as contractors. That way you don't have to worry about paying all these, having a fixed crewman and paying them all the salaries. No. Have them as contractors. And then for They're Unique, I'll hire the crewman who worked on Twilight. I'll hire a good 300 crewmen, 250 crewmen to work on. 250 crewmen should be enough for They're Unique. It's a smaller movie. Hire 250 crewmen who worked on Twilight to work on your They're Unique movie. Because They're Unique is a simple movie. The whole movie takes place in Vancouver, the Vancouver streets, Vancouver apartments, and Vancouver beach. And that's pretty much the whole movie. It's a cheaper movie, obviously. And so I only need to hire a good 250 crewmen, 280, 270 crewmen for that movie. That's enough for They're Unique. It's a small movie. I'm not hiring the Great Escape crewman. No, I'm hiring the crewman who worked on Twilight, the first one, to work on. I hired the cinematographers who worked on Twilight for my camera angles. For their unique. For their unique, I only need to lease a good like 6 cameras. That's enough. 3 main camera angle shots and like 2 high shot footages and 1 side camera. That's enough. It's a smaller movie. For romance, you don't need that much camera angles. You can easily film a good romance movie with even 1 camera angle, but no, because it's a big budget movie, you have to film with multiple camera angles, obviously. I have 10 minutes on my phone, guys. About 10 minutes left. Obviously. Hence why what? Hence why what? You have to be what? You have to be, yeah, hence why all these people who work for Zanes are going to beg their asses off. Peter's going to beg, Motor's going to beg. You know what I'm saying? All the actors are going to beg. The crewmen are going to beg their ass off. Ivan, please, can I work for you next week? Ivan, please. Some of them even cry, Ivan, please, man, I don't want to work in Hollywood, man. Hollywood's suspect are coming. They're fucking cheap. They're like, Hollywood's not going to fly us privately. They're not going to have a 2-day luxury hotel party, luxury hotel. They're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to fucking have once a month parties. They're not going to give us 3 beers once a week. They're not going to pay us $1,000. They're not going to give us $2,000 gift card. Hollywood's fucking cheap. Whereas you gave us $2,000 gift card, you know what I'm saying? You pay me my rich $1,000. I made like $100K. I'm fucking rich. For an average person, I bought my nice house. I can get my nice apartment, feed my family for a year and a half. I just want to work for you, Ivan. I experienced that fame with you and the actors, part of the buzz. And some of the crewmen will be training too, most likely, right? Who are working in Switzerland. Some of them will be training. Since the cinematographers, special effects team, they might be training with the fans. Yeah. Yeah, man. They're all going to beg, man. Because my company's better than Hollywood. My company is better than Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? My company is better than Hollywood. Obviously. Hence why what? My company is better than Hollywood. Hence why what? Hence why what? My company is better than Hollywood, hence why what? Hence why everyone who works for my company will beg. The 7 team are going to beg because they know their contract's now up, obviously. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are going to beg, or the Russo brothers are going to beg. Because they know their contract's up. Well, once Jon Favreau, in other words, once filming ends, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni's contract is up, obviously. Hence why Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, once filming ends, you're going to see Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, if they're hired, they're going to beg. Ivan, man, please, man, can you please resign me? Because they know their contract's now over. Yeah, the 9 months are done. Their contract ends, obviously. You know what I'm saying? They're owed their royalties, obviously. They'll get the royalties. Okay, guys, don't worry. You're going to get your royalties once we immediately collect our full check, obviously. Because I know for a fact, yeah, hence why Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are going to beg, because they know they're not going to make as money in Hollywood. They're going to go back to Hollywood. Might offer Jon maybe $17 million, $15 million bucks for president of Lucasfilm, or they might offer him maybe $17 million to run all the shows and like some bonuses and perks. But even that does not compete with my offer, as I'm paying Jon a $34 million signing bonus. I originally said I'm giving him like, I don't know, like $100 million worth of royalties for Zanus. I'm paying him way more money than what Hollywood can offer him, obviously. There's a good chance even companies like Warner Bros. I've seen some Overlord DVD stuff on YouTube, and I heard that Warner Bros. is going after Jon Favreau too. I heard that's what Overlord DVD said on his channel. I heard Warner Bros. is perhaps going after Jon Favreau, perhaps. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I recommend you guys check out Overlord DVD. He has some good stuff on his channel. He talks about stuff that happens behind the scenes in Hollywood. I recommend you guys check him out. Overlord DVD on YouTube. He's interesting. He has interesting stuff on his channel, obviously. Yeah, good chance Paramount or even Warner Bros. Might go after Jon Favreau. Perhaps they might go after Jon Favreau. I'm not surprised. There's a good chance Warner Bros. It might be gunning for Jon Favreau. Obviously, they might have him go over to DC instead of Star Wars. They might offer him a lot of money. Hey, John, we'll give you, I don't know, we'll pay you 20, 17 million. We'll give you a piece of the profits for all your movies. But even then, their offer does not compete with my offer. As Jon Favreau is going to make his like $100 million in royalties. 80, 90, $100 million in royalties for Zanus. And for all in all, he's going to make his like 60 plus million in royalties. 60, 70, $80 million in royalties, excluding his rich bonus and his yearly salary. And I'm giving him a $100,000 raise. And I'm also giving him two $50,000 for the releases. Which is a good deal, obviously. Whereas Jon Favreau and all of them don't get squat for the merch. Because what? They don't get squat for the merch because what? They're not featured on the posters with me, with the actors. That's why if John tries to get a piece of the merch, I'm like, John, you're not featured on the merch. I'm not giving you squat. Only the actors get a piece of the merch because they're my fucking stars. They're going to be featured on the merch, man, on the mugs and the posters. And I might sell perhaps a Joe Pipe, maybe toys. We'll see what happens. Most likely not. I'm just going to stick to what? To posters and mugs. Amazon will tell me, Ivan, why don't you sell t-shirts? You can make nice t-shirts if you want with the actors. I'm like, nah, I'm not a fan of t-shirts. Just sell posters and mugs. It's more than enough. That's more than enough, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. All these guys are going to beg their asses up, man. They're going to beg, man. John and Dave are going to beg. Yeah, the Hollywood actors are going to beg. But going back to this greedy topic, obviously, there's a high chance once the red carpet event happens and the pre-orders available for the world to buy, obviously, a month later, me and VJ get our first check. Our first check is maybe $10 billion for the pre-order. Obviously, 10, 12 billion bucks for the pre-order, obviously. And then our second check is maybe, I don't know, $43 billion, $42 billion our next check is. Our fat check, the rest of the world orders, obviously. Jon Favreau, there's a high chance Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni and my other members of my 17 might bother me. Ivan, we didn't get our check yet. I'm like, guys, relax. You're going to get your check. I'm a man of my word. You sign your contract. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pay your money. Relax. Calm down. You have to wait until me and VJ get our what? You have to wait until me and VJ get our what? Get our full amount. So wait until me and VJ get our, I don't know, our $52 billion, $54 billion for the movie, obviously. You know, once we get our full money, I'll call the accountant. The accountant won't even bother me. All right, I didn't get my money. Okay, relax. Whenever me and VJ get our full money, I'll give you a call. Get your calculator. Meet me in my office in the board. Meet me in your office. We'll sit down in your office or the boardroom. Get a calculator. Get all the contract forms that all the actors, Jon Favreau, and them sign, and start calculating. Okay, we'll ask me, okay, Ivan, how much money did you make? I don't know. I made like $55 billion. Like, holy shit! You'll be shocked. You made $55 billion. Like, you might give me that dirty look. Holy shit, Ivan, you're lucky, man. They make that kind of money. Yeah. Okay, Ivan. Okay, Ivan. How much money did your movie do? I don't know, Ivan. I don't know. Ivan. Your movie did $200 billion. Your movie did $176 billion around there. 1.5 million bought my movie, obviously. 1.1 million people bought my movie, obviously. The movie grossed $176 billion. And me and VJ made $55 billion off the movie. Okay, Jon Favreau is owed 0.2%. Because the movie did less than 1.1 million people or less did the movie. And then he calculates 0.2% of $5 billion, whatever it is. The amount of money me and VJ made. And it comes up to $100 million. $104 million for Jon Favreau. And then he writes in $104 million for Jon Favreau. And then he types in the system, and then he types in the tax. Jon Favreau does not have an agent, so Jon Favreau does not have to worry about the 10% going to the agent. And Jon Favreau gets like 6 million in his bank, whatever it is, after taxes. So he got a fat hit. Yeah, I know. Within the next couple hours, Jon Favreau gets this email confirmation. And what? It's like, you have received. And what I'll do is I'll have my secretaries call all the actors, agents, to make sure they all go, hey, call, just to be safe, call all the actors' agents to make sure the actors got their check. Okay, Yvonne's agent, did Yvonne get a check? Yeah, Yvonne, yeah, did you guys get your check? Yeah, we got our check. I got my 10%. Yvonne got his check. Okay, good. That way you make sure all the actors got paid, obviously. Because I guarantee you all these Zane's actors are going to fucking bother me. I'm like, guys, I haven't worked my fucking roles. I'm just joking. They're all going to fucking bother me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, their agents, they didn't get their check yet. I'm like, guys, relax, man. I'm going to pay your money. Wait until me and VJ receive our full amount. I don't want to rip you guys off. I don't want to pay you more. I don't want to pay you less. Hence why you have to wait until me and VJ got our full, you know what I'm saying, our full amount. Obviously. Peter Jackson's agent will guaranteed bother me. Bother the hell out of me. Ivan, Peter didn't get his fat check, and I'm like, listen, you have to wait until me and VJ get our fucking full amount. Once we get our full amount, I'll pay Peter his $300 million in royalties. I'm a man of my word. Peter signed his contract. He worked his ass off for me. You know, he made the best trilogy he ever made, obviously. I'm going to pay Peter his rich $300 million. You just need to, you need to trust me. You need to wait until me and VJ receive our full check, obviously. But I know their agents are going to constantly bother me. I'm like, look, man, if your agents keep bothering me, you know what I'm saying, you're really, really going to piss me off, man. Stop bothering me. I'm going to pay your money. Relax. You're going to get your money. You have to wait until me and VJ get our full money. As if I get 10 billion, I don't know, my first check is $12 billion for the pre-order. A month later, obviously. If I give the actors 0.1%, obviously, I'm now ripping them off. I'm paying them more money. They rip me off. I'm paying them more money. As 0.1% of $10 million is a small amount of money. I'm ripping them off. Yeah, you have to wait until you get the full amount of money. That way you can calculate it properly. You see what I'm saying? As if you give them 0.1% for the $10 billion and 0.1% of the $55 billion, you're not, the actors are not ripping you off, and you're giving them more money. And you have to be careful. You see what I'm saying? Hence why all these actors are gonna beg their asses off, and that's why me and VJ are gonna be so boss, and that's why Scotch will be the best brand in the entertainment industry. That's why these actors are really, really gonna beg, man. Anyways, that's it for this video. I'll watch this video on my TV before you guys, and I will go to bed and I'll upload it when my step parents reconnect the any cords. Ivan Amara, I'm signing out. Peace.